Another important aspect of the customer profile is to see and verify relationships. This customer might have relationships with maybe other entities or any other customers within the same organization. On the screen, we can see what we call the spider view, and this will tell us all the relationships that this particular customer might have in our system. So in this case, we see that this particular customer has initially 2 consents data regulations attached to this customer profile, and we have other sort of organizations linked to this particular profile. One of the main important processes when consolidating data is the fact that we need to compare all these records to each other to make sure that we are building the unique customer profile. And we do this through a series of matching algorithms. And when all this data is being compared, some of this portion of those data will be automatically matched, and a good proportion of this data will be for someone to decide if those are matches or not. So I'm going to introduce you to the clerical review screen, on which we're going to be looking at a long list of tasks, and we will see how this one is looking. This is the clerical review screen, on which we have, in this moment, around 56 tasks. This is basically the result of the comparison process. As you can see right now on the screen, we have some tags that it says merge or rejects. I will explain them later on. But let me explain first how this screen works. Here we have what we call duplication tasks. Those are basically tasks for data stewards usually to make sure that, or to decide if those 2 records or more are to be merged or not. So let's have a look at one of those records, let's say this one. And by looking in more detail, we will automatically see here, for example, that the system has chosen the 2 attributes to be the right attributes in this occasion. The last column is basically our end golden record. So the idea is that the data steward will select or pick and choose the right data, so we'll build the right customer profile at the end. So in this case, for example, if I don't like this last name and I prefer to use this last name for my golden record, I will select so. And I will merge those attributes. So let me show you one example. So in this occasion, I will select this task, for example, on which a data steward will be examining more detail the details of these 2 particular records. So let's have a look. So we have what we call the survivor record, on which has certain data attributes. And the idea is that the data steward will choose the correct information to build the golden record at the end. So if we don't have certain attribution, then we just selected the right ones, like in this case. And we build what we call the golden record. OK, as you can notice on the screen, there are several information or several pieces of information. We have the source systems, where it comes from. We have the main first name and name details. We have the main address, email, and phone. As you notice, there are some tags on the left-hand side. Those ones are one of the latest innovations that Stibo Systems has included in the system, and we call it recommendations. Imagine we are comparing tons of data on the day-by-day basis. What happens is we might end up with a long list. On this occasion, we have 56 tasks, but we can end up with thousands of those. The idea is that with the inclusion of machine learning techniques, we can improve the efficiency of data stewards doing the job on the day-by-day basis. So when I select different records and I make decisions on those records, the system will pick up those decisions and later on will give us recommendations. And this is exactly what is happening in this screen. In this occasion, the system is telling us that this particular record or this particular task needs to be merged, or this one needs to be rejected. And of course, the recommendations will be a lot to give. And for this reason, we can utilize the filtering possibilities. In this case, I'm going to filter out for all the merge. And in this case, data stewards will have the right to work in bulk, making the work more efficient when consolidating data in the Stibo Systems platform. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video soon.
Thanks for watching. If you want more content like this, subscribe to the Stibo Systems YouTube channel.